When you're a cruiser, the whole thing with a community is that it's by being the member of a community that makes us all stronger, way stronger really than we can be individually. Sometimes this comes into play with the idea of cruiser karma. Sometimes it comes into the idea of leaving a clean wake. They're all kind of interconnected. Hi, I'm Nika Waters, and welcome to the Boat Galley Podcast. I'm talking about being a great community member today, because that's what we do as cruisers. Today's episode of the Boat Galley Podcast is sponsored by SpotlessStainless.com, the safe, fast, and easy way to remove rust and protect your marine stainless steel. Brush on, wait 30 minutes, and rinse off this environmentally friendly gel. No scrubbing required. Brush on Spotless Stainless, remove rust. It's that simple. Use coupon code BG20 for an exclusive 20% discount on your order. SpotlessStainless.com. Make stainless sparkle. You'll hear people talk about it. Cruiser karma. The idea that you help people when they need help without any expectation of monetary reward or anything like that. This comes into play when there is a squall that comes through in the middle of the night and you hear a call on the VHF for help because somebody's dragging. If you're not in danger yourself, the automatic response from any cruiser that I know is you get in your dinghy and you go help. If you're somewhere ashore and you look and you see a boat that's dragging, you figure out what you can to go and help them. Again, unless it's going to put you in some kind of danger. This is called in cruiser circles cruiser karma, and the idea is that you pay it forward. You help people because at some point it's not unlikely that you are going to need help of some sort yourself. It might be as simple as you need an extra can of tomatoes for a recipe, or something as more detailed like you need help getting your boat off of a reef. That's cruiser karma. It's paying it forward. It's realizing that as a community, we're stronger together. There's another concept out there that's the clean wake concept. And that's not just the idea of not throwing your trash behind you and leaving a trash trail in the water as you go. That's a pretty literal interpretation of it. But a clean wake also means understanding that what you do reflects on everybody who comes behind you. It means that you understand when you are taking your boat into a new community, whether that's a new country or just a new place down the line from where you are and you're not a resident of that community. It means that you realize that you are a visitor. You're being respectful of the laws and customs and restrictions that are placed on cruisers. Because if you are able to be respectful and careful and understanding of cultures and expectations, not only are you going to have a better time of your visit there, but the people who come behind you will also have a better time. It means that you can pay it forward by being a good member of the community. So as you're thinking about getting ready to go cruising and reading blog posts and watching videos and listening to podcasts like this one, think about ways that you can be a model citizen, as it were, and a model citizen of that community. And that might mean looking around when you get into an anchorage, and if everybody else is putting out just one anchor, that you don't put out two because your swing is going to be different. It might mean that when you go someplace that has a requirement that you pay for a dinghy dock to be able to access shore, and often that means getting rid of your trash, that you pay the dinghy dock fee instead of trying to sneak ashore and deposit your trash somewhere, or worse, depositing your trash just on the dock for somebody else to deal with. It means leaving your radio on at night if you're in a squally area. Maybe. Some people have different feelings about that one. We certainly do leave our radio on because if somebody calls for help, we would like to be able to respond. It also helps because if somebody needs to call us in the middle of the night because we happen to be dragging, it's nice if the radio's on and we can hear it. It also means understanding what the rules and restrictions are of the places that you want to go to. So right now, during this pandemic, there are a number of countries whose borders are closed. There are some cruisers who are going to those countries and they're managing to get in. And what that does is it says to people who are left behind, oh, hey, it's okay. You don't have to pay attention to the rules and regulations. But remember that we're visitors. We need to respect the places where we're visiting and respect the rules and restrictions, even if we don't like them, even if we see other people are flouting them, even if we think they really shouldn't apply to us. Cruiser karma is paying it forward, not only in terms of the behaviors that we take in interacting with other cruisers, but how we behave when we're visiting other places. If we're respectful and honor the expectations that are placed on us, if we spend some time trying to figure out what those are before we go somewhere, that can make life a whole lot easier for us, but also for everybody coming behind us. Clean wake and cruiser karma don't necessarily always seem like they're linked, but there's an awful lot that is similar about the two concepts. And it boils down to be a good citizen, be respectful, understand that your behaviors and your actions aren't just a reflection on you, but on everybody else in the cruising community and everybody else in the country community that you happen to be from. I'm looking forward to seeing you out there, to sharing an anchorage, to sharing a sundowner, to toasting our incredible good fortune at being able to live the kind of life that enables us the opportunity to practice our cruiser karma and practice our leaving a clean wake behind us. Thank you so much for listening to the Boat Galley podcast. We love hearing from our listeners. There's actually a link in the show notes for an email for both Carolyn and for me. Please drop us a line. Let us know what you're thinking. And have you shared this with your friends? Because the more people who know about it, obviously, the better off we all are.